Wow, this game was bad. But was it? No. It was incredibly unfun and a waste of time. But was it really? Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going back to Anthem to see what it is like now, and if it's really that bad. Anthem released in such a bad state that it may as well have been developed by me. The game was more dull and boring than a conversation with your mother. It was beautiful on the outside, but on the inside it was absolutely empty, just like Jessica, the cheerleader that's been through every single player on the football team. A game that had so much potential, but fell short in basically every aspect. Just like you. This is common knowledge about Anthem. Everyone knows it fell short and no one cared to give it a second chance. That's why I'm here to tell you that I am shocked and dumbfounded. I had fun playing this game when I booted it up again in the year 2023. That's right, I enjoyed myself. It's really hard not to. The gameplay mechanics are totally and completely unique. I have never played a game that's anything like it. The gameplay is absolutely thrilling and it starts off by giving you an opportunity to play around with it right from the start. The jetpack mechanics in this game make me, it's glorious. I can fly and it's not hard to control. I can hover in midair and still shoot and engage in combat. I've literally never experienced a game like it before, and when I came back to it this year to try it out, I was very surprised at how much fun it was. I was having the time of my life boosting around and flying about, running amok on these bad guys. And then the cutscene started, and I blew my brains out. Not really. Yes, really. I cannot stand the story in this game. It is so dull. I literally could not give one fuck less about it. I couldn't even tell you what the story was about. I stopped listening 3 sentences into the dialogue. I'm not kidding. If you put a gun to my head and told me to tell you what the game was about, I wouldn't be able to say fuck all about it. I wouldn't even be worried either. I'd welcome the thought of death as soon as I was forced to think about its story. It's always been so interesting to me how badly the writers of this game failed. I don't think there's a person out there who likes this story or cares about it, and if there is, I'll bet you $1 million they like rice cakes too. The point is, I was having fun until the story kicked into gear and my joyride started to slow down. But again, I was very surprised at what happened next. The cutscenes and the tutorial started to end, so did my will to live, and I was finally able to embark on my first mission. This was really fun. I had forgotten just how amazing the game felt. Although I didn't give a flying dick about the story, I knew what my mission objective was. I had to search for and rescue this guy who got lost during an expedition, which meant I got to go out into the open world and fight endless hordes of random things. I got to loot and upgrade my suit, which always excites me. The suit progression seemed so fruitful and fun. It seemed like there was so much room to expand my character and to grow and progress. This is about where the fun stopped and the realness of the situation began to set in. After my first mission, I started my second mission. It was almost the exact same thing. I fought the exact same mobs that behaved no differently. I ended the mission and had the exact same guns that I found from the last mission. They were just 1 level higher. The progression immediately seemed dull, just like the story did. I realized that there weren't all these great and different guns that I could find. There were simply the same 5 or 6 weapons that just grew 1 level when I did. So I was constantly using the same shit and just swapping it out for the older version like the iPhone fanboys do every single year. Except they pay more money to do it. I gotta switch out these weapons for free. So I immediately realized that the story was worse than a screenplay written by a 5-year-old, and after one single mission, the progression already became pointless. But hey, at least we have the gameplay mechanics. Yeah, that took me to about hour 2, and mixed with the unfathomably boring story and the same exact guns with no hope whatsoever of finding new ones, even the incredible gameplay was not enough to save this game. So what's Anthem like in 2023? I'll tell you what it's like. It's the epitome of an EA game. It is the typical AAA release nowadays. It released buggy as hell and did not work at launch. It didn't deliver on half of the promises it made, and it ended up not even being a priority anymore. I was surprised how fast they pulled the plug. EA and BioWare stopped releasing updates and supporting this game just 2 years after its release in February of 2021. That's almost 2 years ago from now. The worst part is that this game had unlimited potential. It really could have been bigger and better than Destiny. It had all the tools and the mechanics. It's too bad it wasn't executed correctly. I'm sick of playing the same games all day, every day. I don't know why companies can't just make something new and deliver on the promises they make. I'm real sick of buying games day of release and just getting a pile of trash. And it only seems to be getting worse. Anthem is a prime example of this. It was fun for the first hour, maybe 2, and then I realized really fast, why this game is completely dead. Gaming just really isn't the same anymore, and here's a wonderful video explaining why that is. You should go and check it out. Anyways, I'm late to my appointment. I was supposed to drive my car off the nearest cliff 15 minutes ago, so I'll see you guys later.